It's week 9 of the 2028 season. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here are the Jaguars, taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Jaguars into punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. That's taken at the 15. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Hey, it's very easy for me to use all these psychological cliches, Kate. I gotta flush. You got to play one play at a time. You got to flush last week's 5-interception performance, but the reality is you got to be in the moment. You can't even be thinking about last week. You got to think about every play, guard that ball with everything you got, and most importantly, help your team find a W.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Sidney Brown in on that stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Now Daniels off the play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Once more, it's Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. From the left hash, about 31 yards out.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion, check. Red.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
11.
At the 44-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. J.K. Scott on the punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Thunderbirds and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, here's Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, here's Daniels. He's on the move. That one's complete, right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Only a solitary field goal. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin Q2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Play fake here, Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it sets up 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Daniels throwing on 3rd. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit.
Hey, easy, route, Silver.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 36. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second and 17 at the 36-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked by Derek Forrest. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. They give it to the back of the zone read. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
On red. Roll. Hey, reload.
Brooks on the counter. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Motioning right is Ayuk. They'll run here on 1st down. And he drives it up past the 45. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Second and 6.
From the 46. Finding Collins. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll come up 1st and 10. On the give, it's Brooks. And he has enough room to gain about 4. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention.
Go.
2nd and 6 now. It is cut left side. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Derek Forrest able to make the stop.
Brings up third down and 7.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. The ball's out, he lost it. Scooped up by the defense.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll be touched down after a big play. They get 22 on that one. And they're going to have a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Thunderbirds.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after.
The kicker on for the point after.
Bit off with his aim, but that point after is good. And the Thunderbirds go up by 19. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Offense to the line for second down.
Route.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's got it over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence in the pistol. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it's second down coming up.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Has it at the 7. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Daniels on first down. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's trying to go deep again. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On first down, here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Touchdown! Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds go up by 19. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
Throwing it just before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. That brings us to the midway point of this game. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. He's got a touchdown in this game, as we see now where that helps land him among the NFL's leaders in that category. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Daniels off the play action. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Josh Hines-Allen, that time to haul him down. On 2nd down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Shotgun snap, a gift to Robinson. And he drives it forward for a modest gain. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal. He has it on the QB sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Thunderbirds grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call, and you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find...
First and 10 now from the 30.
Rip, 23. It's hot. Silver.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play made by Deron Payne. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, run!
Lawrence working from the gun. Collins there to grab it. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Jacksonville in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Play fake here. Daniels launches one deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. He does it. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. That one splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds continue piling onto this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And this has become must-score territory now every time out since they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. And he's brought down after a short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Red on red. No, check, Panther.
Hands off here for Brooks. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Again, it's Brooks. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's picked up by the defense.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Slot man in motion right. Robinson on the inside give. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another carry for Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you just want, you want more.
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Thunderbirds capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Setting up a throw. Chased out to his right. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. You got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Lays out left side and gets it. First and 10 from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 17 at the 34-yard line.
Thankfully, only one. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Here we go.
Another try following the sack. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is caught inside the 15. He mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars putting up points in a game decided. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars take 7 points off the deficit. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Thunderbirds ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is on third and long. He fires one deep down the middle. Wide open, downfield. Got it! And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Thunderbirds throwing 6 more on the blowout. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, run! Red.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, it's Thomas. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Recovered by the defense. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of it. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Staying with Robinson, and he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes it 4th down. Out of the gun, Daniels. And they won't do it. That fall's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Completed to Collins. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut into the lead by another point. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. This return starts at the 5. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. Here comes their offense out again. Well, Brock, their passing game has been the highlight for them offensively so far. 3 touchdowns and a whole lot of good plays beyond that.
And Ken, I think what we've seen is an offense who's reading the same book as the defense, just a few chapters ahead. Each time the defense tries to make an adjustment, the offense has a counter ready to go. Lesser passing games would have had some serious trouble trying to keep up with this pace.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Got Sinnott. It's complete. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. And he continues to rise higher and higher as this game goes on. That's now a 500-yard performance for him. Less than 30 times that's ever happened, which puts in perspective the enormity of what he's accomplished here. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by these points.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like...
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. 40. Into the red zone. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Thunderbirds. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Ready up. Here we go, son.
Running once more with Brooks. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on the play, and now it's 4th and long.
13, Lou. Lou.
It's 4th down.
All right, let's go. Check, check. Roll, roll. Hey, hey. Check that, check that.
Lawrence looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Thunderbirds get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll run with Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Daniels leaving hurry up. Back to throw now, 3rd down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. And he crosses midfield before going out. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it deep downfield. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Thunderbirds continue piling it on here in the 4th. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Trying to push it deep downfield. It is caught at the 20. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. That last shot took them right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Thunderbirds get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Rip, 23. Silver.
Lawrence working from the gun. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Hey, Ron.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
One final shot here. He's on the move. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And just a week after being soundly defeated,